This is gonna be a cookie.
How's it going, you guys? So today we're going to be starting the rebuild of the KA. Going to be doing a full rebuild, bottom end, all the gaskets and seals, timing chain, rings, possibly pistons depending on how it looks. Get the block all cleaned up, and yeah, we'll see how everything looks. So first of all, I've never done this before. This is going to be my first engine rebuild, so you know, don't think I'm a professional or anything. I'm going to try and give you guys as much information as possible. But yeah, it's my first time. So also, I know that some of you guys are a little more experienced. So if you have any tips or anything you see that I could improve on, then let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so we're going to be starting the teardown today. I get to start off with probably like the intake and all that jazz. Yeah. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and haven't seen any of my other videos, I have an ongoing S14 build series going on right now, which is where this engine is actually from. So I turbocharged it like 6 months ago and ended up blowing it up, unfortunately. Has super low compression on cylinder 3. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, definitely go check out my other videos. So I have my engine mechanical section of the service manual here for future reference, but for now I'm just pretty much going to be pulling things off, you know, working my way towards the block and remembering where everything goes. Alright, I just took this hose off right here, this one off here, a couple bolts for these vacuum lines to be held in place, and then one down here. So that's the intake manifold tightening procedure. So we just do it in reverse, start at 10, 9, 8. Alright, got a lot of this stuff off the outside of the engine. So I want to take the distributor off, but before we do that, we got to set the engine at top dead center for cylinder 1. So I got the valve cover off, and that way we can see the cams. And we need these first 2 cam lobes facing out, away from each other. So we just got to turn at the crank here. You're supposed to have a 27mm wrench, I believe, or socket. I don't have one. So that looks pretty much like that. And yeah, we're there. So both the cams are facing out, away from each other. And we gotta set this on the crank pulley to right there. So you want it to be on that second notch from the left, is top dead center. Look how much slack there is in that. No wonder I got such a bad rattle. Another way you can check that it's in the right spot is take off the distributor cover cap, and this should be right where cylinder 1 spark plug wire would go. Alright, next up is to start taking the timing chain off and the cam so we can take the head off. So we're going to take this front, or this upper timing chain cover off, which is just some 10 and 12mm bolts. Get this thing out of the way. And the problem with the GoPro is it's such a wide view that that is how close I have the tripod right now. So it's like I'm literally walking over the thing. This guide right here will not be going back on. Apparently these break pretty easily. Mine looks okay, but they'll break and then get tossed around the engine, and there's really no point to having it there, so it won't be going back on. So now I need to mark the timing chain so that we know where to set it when we put it back in. So I got some brake cleaner and a paint marker. So you can see those dots on the cam gears there. We're gonna mark the chain right above those dots. One there, there, and down in there. So with all marked, you can pull out these bolts that go into the camshaft. It's a 24mm socket that you need, and then a 27 for the bolt on the crankshaft. We want to put these bolts back in the same camshaft as well, so I'm just going to mark this one on the right. Alright, next step is to take the camshafts out. So you got to note which one goes where, the intake and the exhaust cam. So my intake one is yellow, just gotta note that. And then you gotta torque these in sequence, so do one step on one side, then one step on the other side. So all the cam caps are labeled as well. The exhaust one says E, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, and then on the intake says I, I2, I3, I4, I5, 6, and they have arrows facing the front so that you can't mix them up. Just zip tying the timing chain to my cam sprocket so that I don't drop the chain in there when I pull the head off. Alright, so for the head studs, I have the detour sequence here. Start at the back, outside in, just like that. Definitely want to be careful on this one. From here it looks alright. Mind you, I've never looked at a head before, but the head gasket, I don't see cracks anywhere in it. And the pistons aren't like completely destroyed, not cracked down the middle or anything. That's just because there was some coolant in the spark plug well. When I pulled out the spark plug, it probably just dropped on there. Wipe that out. Alright, so I'm just following what the manual says, and it says to remove the oil pan next. I was going to start pulling this stuff off, but I'm just going to follow what this says. So I'm going to flip the engine over, take the oil pan off. Alright, I've just broken this bolt loose and now trying to pull this pulley off. Well, it's already broken, so I might as well just keep going, right? Well, I only broke it in one spot. That's not that bad. Woo! I should have cleaned this a So I got some vacuum hose here, and I'm just putting that over the bolts here on the connecting rod so that when it goes through the cylinder, we don't scratch up the walls at all. Boom! There's one. This is cylinder 2, I believe. This one had good compression, so I don't really care about this one. Alright, you guys, this is the one. See. I'm not going to be able to focus on that, I bet, but right in front of my finger there, ring line's cracked. It is cracked all over the place. One there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Look at that. It's literally falling apart. Guess I'm getting new pistons. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Got it down to the bare block. Other than this dipstick tube I gotta get out still, and these oil nozzles. I don't know what kind of bit that is, that star looking bit. But yeah, gotta get those out. And then I'm gonna clean it up really good, because it's super dirty. And I feel like it's either I do it or they do it and charge me a lot of money. So I'm just gonna get like the majority of the grime off. And then it'll be ready to go to the machine shop. So I'll go over more in the next video what all gets done, because things might change along the way. But basically I'm gonna get the block, like the cylinder walls honed, possibly bored if they need it. And then I'll get it decked and acid dipped or whatever they do to make it look all clean and shiny. And then I'm also gonna get the head resurfaced and maybe like valve seated. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure what's all gonna get done. I'm gonna talk to the guys in the machine shop and do a little more research and figure out what all I want to get done. But yeah, I'll let you guys know more in the next video. But I'm also gonna get like the crankshaft balanced and rods and pistons all balanced. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video is helpful, and I will see you guys when this gets back from the machine shop. Peace.